2 years, the officers assigned to downtown have done a phenomenal job. Not just in their presence, not just in people seeing them and feeling good about seeing them, but really addressing some of these crime issues. And again, working with you and the people who work downtown and people who live downtown. Highlights: robberies. Robberies went up 8 incidents from 32 to 40. And one thing we know about a lot of our robberies, it's a result of a lot of these kids snatching each other's cell phones at the bus stop. And this is a problem that we see nationwide, whether it's New York, LA, a 40% increase around this country as a result of iPhone thefts. Our aggravated assaults went down 19% downtown. Burglaries down 14%, which outpaces the citywide numbers. Larcenies down 18%, and those larcenies represent car larcenies in particular. And our total Part 1 crime downtown, within the inner loop, down 16.5%. But these numbers mean nothing, because a lot of the issues that we have downtown don't show up on a crime chart. Most significantly, as we know, we have issues with students and student disorder. Just in their sheer numbers downtown sometimes causes a problem. We know we have issues with illegal cigarette and drug sales downtown, panhandling, and open containers. We have issues with the St. Paul Street corridor, particularly with our bar establishments. And then again with the East End, even though the East End isn't necessarily part of downtown, the issues come into downtown nonetheless. What have we done to address these issues? The mayor, the city of Rochester, the Rochester Police Department has made a significant commitment to downtown. When I first came back as chief, basically we had officers that were assigned to downtown in patrol cars, and they would do their job based on calls for service. As you've probably noted over the last year for sure, we have officers specifically assigned to downtown. We have our 3 corner posts in Main and State, St. Paul and Main and Clinton. We have officers on bikes. We have our segways when the weather's good enough to get them out there. And I want you to know every day I pray for bad weather. We have significant community engagement with our staff, our officers. Pete Leach doing a phenomenal job reaching out to our business owners, close contact so that the communications lines are open. We have proactive details of enforcement to address some of the issues, whether we're doing surveillances for the open air drug sales or illegal cigarette sales, directed foot patrols and our bike patrols. We follow through on our larceny investigations. One thing that we changed in terms of how the Rochester Police Department responds is that many years ago, and relative to car larceny, somebody breaking into a car, for us that became a 311 call, which meant no officer would respond. They would take your report over the phone, and then they would mail you a copy of that report so you can collect your insurance. What we've done downtown is we respond to those car larcenies because we want to know in real time the number of car larcenies, the pattern of car larcenies, and then how to deploy our resources to address those car larcenies. We have great community involvement. I know MCC has a contingent of students that are involved in PACTAC. We have our community meetings, our PCICs that are monthly. And again, we have significant collaborations with the Red Shirt Detail, the RDDC, the RCSD, the Rochester City School District, and the RTS, I'll call it RTS, it has a longer acronym. But we work very closely together to address these issues. And in terms of, we saw problems downtown with the students, we sat down with all our partners, we came up with strategies to address them, we put them in play, we saw some significant change. But we also know that we can't just rest on our laurels and say we did some changes and everything's all good, because we have to stay flexible and focused on being aware so that we can continue to address those issues. And that concludes my presentation, and thank you very much.